Trench Raid, Solitaire Patrol Command on the WW1 Western Front is an intriguing and immersive design by Lisa Smedman. In this video, we'll give you a quick overview and show you a little bit about how it plays here on Legendary Tactics. So today I'm going to take a few minutes to introduce Trench Raid by Compass Games. Here's a look at the map with all the craters all over the terrain. And this is the map that we're going to be exploring, making our way to do missions either out in no man's land or as far as the trenches on the opposite side of the board. We also have our crew here. We've got a few riflemen, some bombers, some carriers, and officers as well that make up our raiding party of 10 men. And the men get a bit of personality here. We get to see who they are. And not only that, each of them gets to choose some pieces of equipment or skills. They have their own traits with speed, strength, courage, command, shooting, fighting, so hand-to-hand fighting, throwing, luck, and then potentially a unique skill, such as speaking German and that sort of thing. And they also get some equipment, which could be grenades or body armor or a helmet or a pistol, rifle, trench periscope. So you get to outfit your men with whatever equipment you feel would be best for their situation. So it does give a little bit of personality to these 10 men here as you go about making your raids. And as you can see, there's lots of markers to help you decorate the terrain and give the board a bit of uniqueness and more detail as to what's going on there. So if you can see this little counter here, this is the raiding party, and this here's the jumping off point of the trench, of our home trench. And so one of the first things we need to do at the start of the game and then throughout the game is we're going to map these what's called mapping them, which involves a lot of die rolling. So the first thing we do is we're going to roll to see what terrain we have right in front of us. The roll is generating the terrain essentially. So this one here is open ground, and you might think, why do I need to mark that as open ground if it's open? But you'll see it's to make sure you remember where you've mapped so far, and not what's kind of a vague terrain in the distance. This next one, most of the time it's going to be open ground, but there are some terrain features. I'm just going to keep rolling here and see if we get one. Oh yeah, okay. So we got a ruined building as our other spot, and sometimes I did a mission the other day where there was a pilot who was in one of the ruined buildings a certain distance from the trench, so you had to just keep exploring till you found one. It was kind of neat. So that's our opening position. You can see the decor seems a bit drab at first, and I guess it kind of is, but that's historically accurate. This was not a beautiful paradise or anything like that. I'm going to actually take some cover in the buildings here because that is probably wise. You never place any terrain in any of the shell craters because whatever terrain was there was blown up. Makes sense. And now we roll to see if an event occurs. We roll the dice and get 2. And because we're in a ruined building, an event actually does occur. Oh, sorry, we roll a d20 for that one. And we get a 5, which is enemy stretcher bearers. So with enemy stretcher bearers, we have to choose a soldier that we want to do a command action. That's part of the event. Our officer, where is he? There he is. He's very good at commanding. So he doesn't have the speaking German skill, but he has a 4 command, which means that's how many dice he rolls. And there's 3 levels of difficulty. There's average, difficult, and very difficult. And that's how many 5 or 6s you have to roll. Okay, let's see how he does with this. So he rolled only 1 6, so he didn't pass the check. But we can spend 1 luck in order to do a re-roll. So you can see his luck points down here. We're going to erase one of them. Okay, we're going to keep this 6, but we're going to re-roll these 3 with my luck. And I got my second 6. So that was, we needed 2. Remember, there's 3 levels. There's average, which is 1 hit, so to speak. Difficult, which is 2 hits. And very difficult, which is 3 hits. We needed to roll 2 hits, and we did. And that means that the stretcher bearers surrender themselves to us without a fight. And then basically you can reorganize equipment between the soldiers or change their order. And then you map out the hexes surrounding the soldiers. So in this case, there's only the 1 because these are our own trenches. This one's already been mapped. This one's a crater. So we just have to roll to see which one that is. And once again, that's 2 dice. Okay, so let's see what we run into. And once again, it's open ground. Now, it could be, for example, we have barbed wire here, which not only extends in the space you find it, but extends outward. You may find buildings, you may find woods here that are broken. There's sort of pillboxes. There's a bunch of different things you can find as you're exploring this map. And obviously, because of the die rolls, you're going to get different maps every time as you make your way through to complete your mission. Obviously, there's much more to this game than I've gone over. They've got, taking prisoners, getting wounded soldiers back to your own line, all the different types of terrain and events and so forth that you can run into. And I think it's a really great narrative game. But I just wanted to kind of give you an overview to give you a sense of what's not only in the box, but also how the game plays, so you can get a sense of whether this is a game that might be of interest to you. Thank you for watching. This is Legendary Tactics.